Now at 5, the holiday shopping season is on, with COVID-19 pushing more shoppers online, and scammers are ready to pounce. Tips to win Christmas while dodging internet Grinches. And then a pandemic twist on holiday window shopping for Small Business Saturday. We'll show you the clever, no-contact way to shop, helping struggling local stores. But first, Oregon COVID cases hit a new high after a delay in reporting over the holiday. A closer look at workplace outbreaks contributing to the continued climb. Your news starts right now.
This is KGW News at 5.
Thanks so much for joining us this evening. I'm Brittany Folkers, and we start with the news of Oregon reporting a record number of COVID-19 cases. Today, the Oregon Health Authority reported 1,669 new cases. That brings the state total to more than 72,000. The OHA also reported 11 new deaths. And it's important to note here, officials say today's case count is higher because of a delay in reporting from Thanksgiving. It was expectedly lower yesterday for that same reason. Now, all of this comes as hospitalizations for COVID-19 rise. The number of hospitalized COVID-19 patients across Oregon increased to 529. That's 8 more than yesterday. There are 106 COVID-19 patients in the ICU. That's 9 fewer than yesterday. Well, when you look into the numbers, you do see a sizable amount of cases come from workplace outbreaks. As a result, Oregon OSHA has new emergency rules aimed at protecting workers. Galen Etlin looks at the hotspots and how the new protections came about.
We need to have rules in place that ensure that we're not in this mess again.
Graham Traynor is president of Oregon's statewide Federation of Labor Unions. His group advocates for workers' rights. He says 1 in 6 Oregonians have gotten COVID-19 from a workplace outbreak. This chart shows some of the biggest active workplace outbreaks in the last week of November. Most are within prisons, with more than 1,200 cases among the top 3. Others include distribution centers like Amazon in Troutdale at 97 cases, Fred Meyer in Clackamas at 88, and Walmart in Hermiston at 79. Food processing plants, too, like the Lamb Weston potato facility at 88 cases. So now, Oregon OSHA has new rules in place.
Whether they're a Department of Corrections worker or a warehouse worker or a food processing worker, that they have industry-specific and workplace-specific plans that can keep them safe on the job.
Employers must notify workers about possible exposure within 24 hours and provide training for spread prevention. They must also take input from employees.
No one knows their workplace and their job better than the worker doing it.
Safer ventilation is also required in places where workers cannot be remote. Traynor says Oregon is taking the right step without federal help, but that more can be done for workers on the front lines.
Is to treat them like the heroes that we like to call them. That also includes paying them for the risks that they bear when they go to work.
I'm Galen Etlin for KGW News.
A haven for the homeless in downtown Portland is closed tonight because of COVID. 2 staff members and 4 residents at the Union Gospel Mission tested positive. The organization offers a variety of services, and that includes daily meals. A part-time staffer tested positive last Tuesday. That led to additional tests, and results showed a handful of people were positive on Thursday. Residents and staff are being quarantined and tested. The mission is now thinking of ways to provide its much-needed services.
The main thing that we're trying to adjust is how to maybe continue to provide some meals for people who are experiencing homelessness in Old Town Portland without having to do it out of the building that we've closed. So we're working with some staff and volunteers who have not been exposed and who could maybe provide us with some to-go meals that we could still distribute downtown.
The Union Gospel Mission is also temporarily closing its Tigard thrift shop. Dodd says all residents and staff were tested Friday, and those results are expected in the next couple of days. And now to a question that we've gotten from many of you. Did anyone call police on their neighbors for violating the 6-person limit on Thanksgiving? From what we've found out, not many did. Governor Brown told us she believed people should call police if they thought neighbors were breaking the rules. Well, we checked with local dispatchers. Now, they're still piecing these numbers together, but here's what we know so far. Portland's emergency dispatch tells us it got 10 calls about the governor's order on Thanksgiving Day. The Washington County Sheriff's Office got 2 non-emergency calls. Lake Oswego Police got 1 about a gathering, and in Marion County, no deputies were sent to any reported locations. At this point, we're waiting to hear if there were any arrests or fines issued. Now to some developing news that we're tracking in Clackamas County, an officer-involved shooting. It happened last night just outside of Wilsonville. Police responded to a woman's 911 call. She said her husband was armed with a gun. When police arrived at the house, they say the man was threatening to kill her and himself. According to police, he confronted officers and refused to comply with verbal commands. Police shot him and he died shortly after. The case is now under investigation. 4 deputies, 2 Clackamas County sergeants, and a police officer are now on paid administrative leave. That's standard procedure after an officer-involved shooting. A crabbing trip on the coast takes a deadly turn. 2 people were on board a small inflatable motorized boat that capsized in the surf. It happened yesterday afternoon at the mouth of Neatharts Bay. Rescue crews were able to save 1 person. She was taken to the hospital and is now recovering at home. The 2nd person on board has not been found and is presumed drowned. Portland police are looking for information about an armed robbery at an outdoor kitchen in downtown Portland. It happened overnight around 2:30 in the 1000 block of Southwest 3rd Avenue. That's near the U.S. Courthouse. A man told Portland police he was working in the kitchen when he was robbed by about a dozen people. The victim says 1 had a shotgun. Police say some cooking equipment was stolen, some was damaged. They also damaged the victim's car. The suspects took off in multiple vehicles. If you have any information, contact Portland police. Now, with crime downtown, protests, and the pandemic keeping many shoppers out of stores, some businesses are pivoting to online sales. The Northwest Made Holiday Market is one effort, encouraging people to keep their spending local. It's an annual event where normally you'd go from shop to shop to get things from local makers and small businesses in person. Well, this year, it's online. Mercy Corps Northwest puts it on, and they're featuring about 60 small businesses from the Portland area. It's a way to make sure that your money stays here in our community.
We're really hoping that this market can help boost sales for small businesses during the holiday season, especially during these pandemic times when no in-person holiday markets will be happening. So we're just trying to give them all a platform to sell their goods.
The website is live right now. It's shopnorthwestmade.org. You can also see it right there on the bottom of your screen. The shops update daily, so there's always new stuff to check out, and that market runs through December 30th.